Hello everybody and welcome to the latest episode of Steele forces you to watch him play Hades. In our last episode, we kicked the butts of Tartarus and Asphodel both, and now we are pressing on once again into ELYSIUM. We are wielding the spear, whose name is escaping me, Varatha, the Eternal Spear, with the aspect of Achilles. So we get to rush after it, and it's got a whole bunch of other little goodies on it right now. I feel good about this run. I feel good about a lot of runs, but especially this time. Feeling good about it. I always go Daedalus. If you've been watching me, you know that. Non-negotiable. He's got the goods. What can I say? We've got a great boon here where every attack, every cast, every special, we are just spitting out these Artemis arrows like it's nobody's business. Enemies do not know what has hit them. How can they? Oh, I do hate these. I've forgotten what they're called. Just these assorted Elysian champions. That pesky little habit of coming back to life after I kill them, which is just rude. Only I get to defy death. And that's because I know him personally. Thanatos and I go way back. The weather has been a little finicky lately in my locale. Daedalus, what you got for me? Spin attack. Bigger hurts more. Hold attack to strike rapidly, but you cannot spin. Spin attack charges up and recovers much faster. I have not been using my spin attack at all. Might as well get rid of it.
There, that's it.
Alright, I can work with that. That seems good. Let's go ahead and get a little more max health. So the winter altogether has been weird. It has been cold, as is common in this region and this time of year. It has not been very snowy, which is annoying because, as I've likely mentioned, my philosophy has long been that if I'm going to be freezing my butt off, there might as well be some snow on the ground. I want something to show for it. But unfortunately, that is largely not how it's been panning out. Both November and December were disappointing. It snowed on occasion, none of it ever really piled up or stuck around. January has been a little weirder. The first half of it was kind of more of the same. But starting maybe a week or two ago, we started getting just sporadic bursts of the stuff. And it came down pretty hard a few days ago. It was very pretty. And then it came down again yesterday in nice big flakes. We've yet to see it today. But ouch. I know California is expecting big winter storms, which is uncharacteristic. At least the areas that are the areas in question. And so hopefully some of that will make its way eastward rather, from California to Utah, which is where I live. Because I like snow. Or again, at least I like snow to be there to justify me freezing my butt off. Which is funny, because it implies I ever go outside. Alright. Did get a COVID test a little while back, and I do not have COVID, which is lovely. I always like to hear that. I need to be a little bit more careful here. This spear is eating through these guys who, on a less spectacular run, can take a long time to kill, especially these ones with the shields. So I am quite happy with how that is going. We've got one nectar, and we've never given Hermes a gift. I'm going to hold on to this nectar to give to Meg, because we are missing Megara's keepsake. You could do it more often, Hermes, if you wanted. Who's going to stop you? Hold cast, fire in rapid succession, not bad. I think side hustle is probably the best way to go. Quick reload also isn't terrible. All of these are pretty good. I think we will go with side hustle. It's good to start raking in some cash. It has been a long time, yeah, why not, since I have been in a very snowy place. I spent 6 years in deserts in the Middle East, both in Dubai, which was hot and humid, and Riyadh, which was hot and very not humid. Ouch, ouch. Stop that. Stop shooting me. You're not allowed to shoot me. Only I'm allowed to shoot me. And then I spent 2 years in India, where I also did not see any snow. So I would much appreciate seeing a little bit here now, since this is traditionally a pretty snowy spot. Last year we were buried by Thanksgiving, but alas. Mysterious.
You are more skilled than I expected, short one.
You should start expecting it, man.
You're going to force a rematch each time.
So what I was going to say is, not being used to seeing snow, oh, that was unfortunate, but it did get Doom on him, courtesy of our Ares boon, which we should get another one after this room. Look at that health drop. Being not accustomed to seeing snow, it was a very pleasant surprise the other day when it was coming down super heavily. Just the way it made the view from my window look. It was lovely. At night, okay, take a breath, Steele. Don't play badly. You don't need to play badly. Looking out the view from my window, there was all this snow in the air, and all of like the lights from the town were kind of diffusing through the snow, and so it was super, super late, and it should have been pitch black with just the lights punctuating through. But because of the way the snow kind of made it all carry out, it felt like everything was lit up, and it was very pretty. And then, in contrast, in the morning, there was still that much snow on in the air, but now there was all this sunlight filtering through it, and so instead of illuminating, it was obscuring. You couldn't see anything. It looked very foggy. So just cool stuff. It was very, very cool to see. Again, for someone who has not gotten to appreciate snow for some time. That, I deserve to get hit there and did not, so we'll count our blessings. Come on, Asterius. Bring it on. I need to better utilize that spear charge when he does that jump, because you see with that, we can dodge him pretty perfectly, unless we absolutely botch the timing like we did just there. We definitely took more damage on that fight than we should have, but it also could have been a lot worse. I can't complain about that. Ares, give me something good, buddy.
Did you happen to know, my king, that you have slain
Wow.
more than 100 foes since you began your quest?
I did not know that, but I could have guessed. Cast sends a Blade Rift, not bad, but I will stick with Artemis. Doom effects deal more damage, but take longer to activate, doesn't sound bad. Neither does Blood Frenzy. I think we will go with Impending Doom. And that way, just anything that deals damage to me will take just that much more Doom damage. And having said that, I think I will take Blood Frenzy instead, and just every time I Death Defy, I will be that much more deadly in that room. Want to kill these guys quick before they can cause me too much trouble, because they can be a little bit nasty if you don't drop them fast and you don't have deflect. I'm hoping we'll see some snow tonight. There's no indication as far as I know that that's in the cards, but I'd like to see it anyway. I'm gonna lay this on the table. My lifestyle is not the healthiest. I live a very sedentary life. I do not move very much. What just happened there? Ooh, those traps get me. They're subtle. Which is unfortunate, me not moving, but it is the lifestyle to which I have been long accustomed. That is a pitiful amount of darkness for that room. Chiron, give me some food, buddy. That is what I like to see. And I'll take some Cyclops Jerky too. Ought to carry through to the Theseus fight. I am trying to adjust my lifestyle. I'm trying to work in a little bit of exercise in the mornings. I definitely want to take some walks when things do warm up a little bit. I would love to have access to a treadmill. I know some people find treadmills kind of either tedious or inauthentic, which I think is kind of a silly attitude to have about walking, but to each their own. But I've always liked a good treadmill. I feel like mindless repeating one activity without any increases in intensity is something I'm well suited for. But I do not have access to one of those unless I want to go to a gym, and as someone who literally just moved to isolate better, I think a gym is not in the cards for me right now. But do want to walk more when possible, and I do want to at least start doing like a simple regiment of push-ups and sit-ups in the morning or something. Get some jumping jacks going. I do always feel self-conscious exercising when I do not live on the ground floor. I feel like I'm making a whole bunch of noise through the roof of my downstairs neighbors. In which case, apologies to my downstairs neighbors. But I've got to jump some jack. What can I say? When you gotta jump, you gotta jack. Your attack is faster. After taking damage, dash to recover some health, you move faster. And none of these astonish me, but I'll go with Swift Strike. That's pretty fast. Ooh. I should be... Maybe that was just a bad move. I don't know. Not like we're not already going fast. Fish. Been a while since we've been able to. Wish me luck. I always bite on the false start, which is wrong of me. I didn't do it that time. There we go. Let's go. A charp. Carp. Carl. Let's go for the palm. Let's go for the palm. Would not object to finding more health restoring stuff. You know how I like that good old health restoring stuff. So, speaking of food, that, you know, most quintessential of health restoring things. Don't hurt me, it's rude. I made pancakes the other day, which I know kind of runs counter to my repeated statement saying I'm trying to live a healthier lifestyle, but sue me. I'm not doing it every day. But I was very annoyed reading the box, trying to figure, I've never been a calorie counter, but my mom highly recommends it for, you know, again, me trying to shape up a bit. And so I'm trying to figure out how many calories are in a serving, and they make it very difficult to tell, because one serving of this Aunt Jemima pancake mix is, I think, 3 4-inch pancakes. And please tell me if I'm a crazy person, but who eats 4-inch pancakes? I'm not good at measuring things, so I don't know how big my pancakes are, but I know they're bigger than 4 inches. Like, that just feels silly. And that is a hill I will die on. Your cast seeks foes, it already oh, it's a pomegranate, right, okay. We'll go with Tempest Strike. Wish it were a higher rarity, but we take what we can get. Go for keys, always go for keys. We are on our way to cracking open that final layer of the Mirror of Night. And you know we love to see it. Boom, look at that. Shields ain't got nothing on my spear. Not a darned thing! Except for that thing they do. I guess that is one thing that they've got on the spear. Ouch. Stop that. These guys might be the most annoying, but I feel like I say that about all of them at some point. Shape up, or you'll die, and you don't want to do that. You've got a Theseus to kill. You've got a demigod to shame. I think Theseus is a demigod. I guess I could be wrong. Sometimes they just aren't. Actually, I think he isn't. I think he's just a plain old mortal hero. Which is kind of crazy, since like half the Greek heroes are half godly, on account of mostly Zeus just going crazy. But all the Olympians get around to some degree. Much to mostly Hera's chagrin. Just, ooh, okay. Breathe in, breathe out. Why are my magical homing arrows targeting the floor bombs? Don't do that. That's silly. Would not mind something with an area of effect, which I know I just rejected. I just deleted my spin attack and rejected some of whatever Ares' things are called. The blade circles. You know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. There we go. 2 more keys. Only 11 to go. Ooh. I don't think we want to sell any of these, but the large gold numbers caught my attention for sure. Okay, I think this is the last chamber before the boss, so we definitely want to hit up the shop and see if we've got food. Sure enough. We'll go for food, we'll talk to Charon Mate, Rog indeed, and Ares. Come on, man, give me something great. Don't call him foul, Charon's a nice dude, these all suck. Blade Rift is the word I was looking for, but they're not what I'm after in a call. And you'd think I'd take it because any call is better than none, but seriously, the one time I've taken this before, I was super disappointed. So I think we go Blade Dash. I can work with that. And we'll hold on to the rest of our gold. Would have loved to heal a little bit more, but we take what we can get, and we'll go in here, and we'll still have that jerky or whatever. It should be boosting our attack damage just a little bit more.
That is a handsome spear you doubtless claimed deceitfully from
Oh my gosh.
bearer than yourself.
I'll have you know that this is Achilles' aspect of Varatha the Eternal Spear, and he is my freaking personal tutor. Oh, Zagreus burned him.
You say such things to me.
The greatest king of Athens? Are you? Oh my gosh. I don't want to keep bringing up your dad, Theseus. I'm sure it's a sore spot if you even have the decency to, like, regret how you handled that, but... Come on, man. Put some respect on his name. I'm dealing some hurt on Theseus, just because I had the opportunities to. Get out of the way of the spear. This... I shouldn't say anything, because my hubris has burned me many a time. But this fight is going fantastically. Look at their health bars. Now he winds up the spear, we dodge, we go in and hurt him, but not too much. We don't want him in phase 2 yet. Because it would really be unfortunate to have to deal with Asterius and God-empowered Theseus. That would be a tough juggling act, in my humble opinion. You beware. Just didn't quite time it right. Dodge the spear. I think now is when we really want to cool it with hurting Theseus. We've still got our one diehard fan in the audience, and I swear soon every person in those stalls will have a Zagreus poster underneath them. I promise you that. I'm just cooler than them. Ouch. Ooh, beauty. Beautiful. What can I say? This is a good run. And every time we do get hurt, they get some doom dropped on them, courtesy of one of my favorite cousins. Ares is the son of Zeus. Zeus is the brother of Hades. Zagreus is the son of Hades, therefore Ares is his cousin. Oh, that was silly. That was even sillier, but you know what? Asterius down, and we've still got a bunch of lives left. Drop the man, get out. Okay. Wait for it, there we go. Spectacular. Couldn't ask for better. I got a spear to throw myself, Theseus. Look at that. I thought for sure that would push him into phase 2. Not quite, apparently. And we it got me on the rebound, but you know what? I get him on the rebound. This is fine. Demeter. I have not seen Demeter help him before. What is this red? Oh, it's because I've had a Death Defiance, so ouch. Dang it. Courtesy of Ares, I now do more damage. What are those? What are those? Oh, man. So this is just a reaffirmation that Demeter is not someone to mess with. Get out. Oh, no. This is bad. This is very bad. Oh, okay. Okay. I would love for Demeter to never help him again. Get that in there. There we go. This is rough. Oh, I thought he was elsewhere. We lost another Death Defiance, so be it. And the crowd goes wild. Everybody loves an underdog. You know it's true. Okay. Alright, alright. Wow, Demeter really just coats the battlefield in pain. Not ready to admit defeat as yet. Indeed, my friend. I will admit only victory, and I will admit it readily. Dang, Grandma, what did I do to make you this angry? I feel like I've been a pretty good grandson. I've made Hades angry. I feel like you should be into that. You were never very big on him, as far as I know. I think the Doom got him. Heroes vanquished.
They say to never meet your heroes.
They do say to vanquish your heroes.
You are my biggest fan.
Zagreus, Zagreus, Zagreus. And with that, we claim yet another pot of ambrosia. I don't know if there are any more to claim. That might have been the last one we needed.
Must I send
To what end?
servants
Who can say?
back again?
You mustn't, but you shall, I suspect. How much time we got? 20 minutes. On we go. Hades won't know what hit him.
There.
Now we just keep our fingers crossed that we find some money and we get an opportunity to replenish those Death Defiances. If we do that, I honestly think that we can beat Hades. That fight against Theseus, it's a shame because it was going so well. The only reason that we died so many times there was because Demeter kicked our butts. Theseus didn't do jack.
Father must have put you up to this.
You think?
Something I can
All right. Like I said, saving the money. Don't see any fish right now. Cash money. Ain't nothing funny. I want this. These satyrs will poison me, so I need to be careful. Anytime I enter a room, I should take care to note where the poison curing station is, and if there is a well of Charon at which to potentially replenish my lives. Poisoned, poisoned, get over there, get over there, get over there. Beautiful.
sort of.
Perfectly done. Just spam that mouse button. It can do no wrong. Oop, this is not optimal, but also could be far worse, and these guys won't even poison me. What are they doing? Why would you ever not poison your enemies? You can quote me on that. You can also quote Vladimir Putin on that, but don't quote me on that. Alrighty. On we get. I feel like I'm a little light on the general banter. It's high on game talk this episode. But to be honest, there's plenty of game talk to be had, and not a whole lot of general monologuing to do. Ooh, I need to find more things to talk about, or at least I need to have some cool dreams again. This is not great. That is great. The stock market is doing some very interesting things with the GameStop bubble. It's very interesting, but I won't pretend to really understand what's going on. I also won't pretend I haven't bought some fractional shares of AMC just to cash in on the chaos that 2021 is turning out to be. Alright, gotta go kill the Megapod. And that should be the room. It's still not done. This is a heck of a room. We've got rats. We've got a rat infestation. I still have not named my stuffed rats. I need to. Oh my gosh, this room's a nightmare. What is this? Don't die. It would be super unfortunate to die in just some random room. Okay, going good. We dealt with the rats, so poison should be off the table. Artemis, get on in there, please. Oh my gosh, this is a mess. These guys are taking a lot of hits to go down today. There we go. That's more like it. Really can't say I like those giant axes falling from the ceiling.
I'm rich.
They're not my favorite. I am rich. Now, if we find a Well of Charon, we can fill up those Death's Defiances. So I think we really need to just keep pressing until we find one. Unless there's food at Charon's shop, there is not. We couldn't be so lucky.
Let's see here.
One of these, I would assume one of these two, because they've got the little mini-boss icons. I assume one of those would have the fountain at the end of it. Or I think whichever one has Cerberus's toy also has the fountain that I can heal up at. But I just need to not miss the Well of Charon if there is one to be found. Because we need those Death's Defiances if we want to beat Hades. Even if we do get that, it's not guaranteed. But I think if we don't replenish our extra lives, then our loss is guaranteed. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe I should have a little more faith in Zagreus and Varatha, but I tell it how I sees it. And I sees it that we have a chance under a specific set of circumstances. Getting poisoned is not among those circumstances. I would like to avoid it if possible. Is this a mini-boss room? Did I read that right? Or is that just this whole joint? I feel like we're handling these rats pretty fairly. Those snake guys in the last room gave me a lot of trouble. No well, no well. No well, no well. Oh, what I tell you. No well. But some health. That works. That worked. And some more cash money. And so now we just keep going down more and more. We should fight some satyrs because we need a Well of Charon. And I'm curious to see if anything special happens if we clear every path. I think we'll go Zeus first. We want to get the tough stuff out of the way. And this is presumably the tough stuff, which is kind of silly. Because the last path was also presumably the tough stuff, but was maybe the easiest path we've done yet. No well. Always do the well check. The wellness check. There's a well. Okay, if that has whatever it's called that replenishes our Death's Defiances, then we are in a very nice position. Everyone cross your fingers, you can do it. Charon, it does not have it. That is deeply unfortunate. Deeply, deeply unfortunate. I'm not going to take anything, and I'm going to keep looking for another one. I forget what it's called. The thing that replenishes all my Death's Defiances. But I still think that we need it if we want to beat Hades. And I don't know about you, but I think that sounds pretty good. Beating the boss whose name the game shares. Just like when I beat Gungeon in Enter the Gungeon. It's that giant snake stone once again. Never before have I wanted to hear a sentence less. And the satyrs, that's right, I remember this fight. Okay. I feel like we handled it decently whenever the last time we fought it was. But again, we've had a noted issue with snake stones on this run. But we just need to get in there, hurt its armor, and do not get poisoned. But if we do get poisoned, we do have a nice handy poison heal spot right here. Okay, we're wailing this thing into the wall. That couldn't have gone better, as far as I'm concerned. And if you think you could have done it better, then prove it, huh? You think you're that cool? You think you're all that tough? Viewer number 2? I see you.
In the name of Hades.
Zeus, give me something tasty. After you dash just before getting hit, not bad. After you take damage, foe is struck. Not bad. Might be great, actually. Every time I get hit, even for like a little bit, they'll take doom and lightning damage. I think we go for it. Well, give me a well. A pool, whatever they're called. Give me a frickin' Charon's bucket. I demand it. I do like the juxtaposition of like all this cool arcane stuff and then like the inexplicable gears and machinery. That's a very cool balance. And not something I've really appreciated. We'll go for Artemis, then the Palm. We're squeezing this run for all it gets. I don't know what our timeline is on right now, how long this episode's been running. I don't know what our final timetable will look like, but we're giving this run all we got. No well. Merry Christmas. Give me some snow. Give me some sugar. I am your neighbor. It might even be like a viable technique to just let their weapons clip me so that then they take thunder and or lightning and doom damage. But probably better to just not get hit. Get in there. Perfect. we are well-less. In Seattle or otherwise. We've got rats, careful for poison. Glad we now know how to deal with the poison because it was such a shame to lose our first trip here. Or I think it was our second, actually. We just never got poisoned on my first trip. Mo rats, no problems. Ouch. You bite me, you get a shock, as it were, and also a doom. That's a saying. No well. No good.
Snake stones.
Snake stones. Why did it have to be snake stones? Speaking of that Indiana Jones reference I just made, I heard something a little while ago. It was somebody asked Harrison Ford a question after the, I assume it was after Star Wars 9 released, where it was, were Luke and Leia, did they appear as Force ghosts in Episode 9? And Harrison Ford, who plays Han Solo, said, I have no idea what a Force ghost is, and I really don't care. And I think that that is so funny that he honestly just could not care less about a franchise that he is one of the most iconic characters from. It's very Harrison Ford. His roles were picked well. Because if Han Solo lived in our universe, he also wouldn't care about Star Wars. Isn't that ironic? Your collectible bloodstones strike nearby foes with lightning every second. I think Exit Wounds is better, and it'll give us the fated choice. So we're going with it. And we just really want to keep dishing out those casts. Alas, no pool to be seen. All our money is on the last set of chambers. And then, if we still don't get to replenish, then we just sink all of our dough into whatever Charon's got on sale. I want those fingers crossed, I want your arms crossed, I want your elbows crossed. Cross your ankles. If you've got body parts that can cross, then you better have them crossed. Because I want to win. Poison, poison, poison. Where's the poison thing? There's the poison thing. Wonderful. Thank you, poison thing. Your service is, as always, highly appreciated.
I still need these.
Don't care to sell any of those. I want to buy things, Charon. I want to buy things. I want to consume. There's a well. Oh, please, please, please. This could be the frickin' one. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, that hurts so bad to see that. Well, in that case, we'll buy a Prometheus Stone and an Eye of Lamia. That's a bummer. That's a disappointment. Who knows? Maybe there's one more down this path. I don't know if they're common enough that I can reasonably expect that, but I won't, uh-oh, poison. Thank you. But I won't discount the possibility. There we go. Gotta stay optimistic. And you know what? We do still have Skelly's Tooth. It's not like we're on our last life yet. We're just a lot closer to our last life than I would prefer to be when facing the hardest fight of the game. You know how it is. That's a controversial stance that I take. Not everyone agrees that that I want to be as well equipped as possible when fighting the final boss of a video game. Get a lot of flack for that. You know how it is. You get me. I was talking to a good buddy of mine yesterday who was with me during the time I spent in India. And we were going over old photos and reminiscing, and my gosh, would I love to go back to India. This guy had the nerve to show me pictures from my favorite restaurant in New Delhi. How dare he? If any of you ever make your way to New Delhi, I'm telling you right now, Vedanta's restaurant in Munirka, very easily accessible from the Munirka metro stop, has the best butter chicken in the world, and nobody will ever convince me otherwise. And I'm sure some of their other stuff is also good, but I couldn't tell you because in the 2 years that I lived in Delhi, I never ordered anything but their butter chicken.
Olympus.
Okay. I think we boost the true shot. I ordered the butter chicken and I got their honey chili potato on the side. They also had some of the best honey chili potato in Delhi, which is exactly what it sounds like and is delicious. Okay. Every room cleared. Unfortunately, we're stuck with what we got. I do have a delicious sack of meal for Cerberus. What an awful sequence of words. Another satyr sack. Is that a sack of satyr or sack of the satyrs? Where did he go? Charon, you wouldn't happen to have a whatever it's called, would you? See, now I'm torn. I still want to believe that buying the 500 coin Hermes boon will be better than buying just this, but the last when I bought a super expensive Zeus one, it was all just like nothing. I think we go for, that's 250, that would be 750 all said. I think we go for both of the boons and the cheapest palm. Hermes? Okay, now we get some epics. I think we gotta go greater evasion, just a dodge chance. Sounds quite nice. We'll go for the palm next, which we will use to boost clean kill, and we'll then pick up Ares. He is that, and so am I. Interesting. This might be better. This might be better. Look at that. This has got to be the most boons I've ever had on a run. Special causes of thunder. I think we've got to switch it out for Curse of Pain. To be able to just keep slapping Doom on Hades from a distance sounds really good. Especially because we did pick up... We didn't get the one that boosts Doom damage, but that's fine. And we will be going into this fight with an Eye of Lamia, so as we kill his goons, they might drop health. We'll have an extra cast. Okay. Maybe we can do this. I am going to take Curse of Pain.
Surely Zeus won't mind.
And I'm just going to cross all of my frickin' toes. My fingers are otherwise occupied. Let's go. Take another moment to appreciate the soundtrack of this game. Darren Korb is a genius. And we once again set foot in the mortal world.
I'm here, Father. Come on.
Big approaching Asgore at the end of Undertale
White
vibes.
substance falling slowly from the heavens. Snow, they call it.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Carefully upon each fleck. Tiny crystals, but structurally weak.
I don't know
They
about that.
float. This surface realm, it is held up by mine.
Structure is pretty good. It's kind of made of ice.
If you're quite finished teaching me about this snow phenomenon, can we get on with
This
briefly
snow
trying to keep each other
phenomenon.
here?
Another thing that Zagreus and I have in common. Snow being a completely foreign concept.
To have your mortal-colored blood spilled
Whoa.
once again upon this bed of snow, then fine.
You gave me this blood. Chill out, Hades. I got this blood from you. Look at okay. Get in, get out, stick him with Doom from a distance, and he's invisible, isn't he? Be ready for the pulse coming in 3, 2, 1. There we go. All good so far. We do have a 4th Bloodstone. Won't do to forget that. Get out. Good. Fantastic. Look at that. That is a tactic I will continue to use without an ounce of shame. He's invisible again. Beware. There he is. Boom, boom, boom. I will give you some Doom. Ooh! And I will get hit just a little bit as he goes invisible once again. There he is. Ouch. He hurt. He hurt. Wonderful. There's our first invulnerability, and we've still got a life.
Just to end.
It'll take you getting out of my blasted way.
The man's just right.
That shall accomplish.
He don't miss. I didn't hear what theory it was. I didn't hear. I thought I heard the word jellicle. Is Hades giving us his review of Cats? Either the play or the 2019 film, which I hear was a travesty. Although I hear that about the play, too. My parents really don't like cats. I think the premise is absolutely and obviously bizarre, but not inherently unworkable. Ooh, I do hear that the movie is really just a travesty, even for people who like the original musical, though. We have still not lost a life on this fight. That said, neither is the big man. One. Ooh, there we go. Narrowly dodged. 1, 2, 3, 4. Spectacular. That was lucky. We didn't deserve that. Darkness. Okay, careful. Perfect. Very, very good. He's impervious again. There we go. Phase 3 of Life 1. Dodge the waves. You all just have to keep listening to me giving you a freaking live tweet of this fight, I'm afraid. Wish I could do more for you. But you're gonna have to take what I can give you right now. Ooh! Don't hold still to cast. That is a recipe for disaster. Ooh, and I'm trying to cook, but I'm not trying to cook a disaster. Okay, life down. We're on to Skelly's Tooth. Lucky or otherwise. Watch that charge. There we go. Look out for skulls. I probably shouldn't be devoting quite so much effort to the skulls, more so to just dodging the waves, but actually, I don't know. Maybe it is better to be killing them right now, because they're, he's sure putting out a lot of them. Let me tell you. And we only have one more hit left in us. Okay. Ooh, and there's the said hit. How unfortunate. We almost dropped that first life of his again. I say it every time we fight him. If things had been just a little different, that could have gone differently. If either we'd been able to replenish our Death Defiances, or if Theseus hadn't gotten Demeter's boon, that could have been the one. But in any case, this episode's been long. We'll deal with buying things in the next one. Thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for constantly keeping your fingers, toes, and other assorted appendages crossed for both me and Zagman. I have been Steele. This has been Hades. Thank you for stopping by, and I will see you next time. Take care.